So if you didn't know already, the last week or so I've been living with the boys. There's 9 of us, 9 of the community boys living in Koh Samui. And today I'm with Archie, one of the boys in Superior Setters, and we're just going to be asking him a few questions about his journey and he got started. So, want to give yourself a quick introduction, Archie?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Archie. I'm from Wales, just outside of Cardiff, and I'm 18 years old. And recently I made the decision to leave school pretty much and move out to Thailand with Lennon and join the rest of the community boys out here.
Love to hear that. What would you say was like the main thing that stood out about appointment setting? Because there's all these different side hustles. So why appointment setting?
Yeah, so to be honest, there's a lot of, like you just said, like a lot of different options that you could go into, but none of them really seem like have that legitimacy and have that sort of like actual business feel where you go into companies and you get in between the money. The best way to actually make money online is to be the middleman, pretty much get in between the person sending the money and the person receiving the money, and that's exactly what appointment setting does, pretty much.
Nice, bro. So even before you got into appointment setting, what were you doing beforehand? Like, were you in college, were you in school, you working 9 to 5? What were you doing?
Yeah, so before appointment setting, I was doing my A-levels. I was studying A-levels and I was working part-time in a pub. Yeah, pretty much. That's all I was doing. Not very much going on at all.
How was life, like living like that?
I absolutely hated it, to be honest. Like, I'd sit in class studying, and I'd sit there and I'd absolutely hate it. I'd be there, I'm like, why am I here? Like, I know I can be doing more than this. And I'd turn up on the weekends. I'd work every single Saturday, work every single Sunday, doing 8 hours both days. And I did that for 2 years straight, working 8 hours every Saturday and Sunday. And I realised that I just wanted to do more with my life, to be honest. I knew I had the potential to do it, so I took the leap and just went fully in.
Nice, bro. How long have you actually been in the community now for?
So I joined back in September 2024, so I think that makes it 7 months now. So I was, yeah, so I think that one of the first community boys in there, like one of the first,
OGs, yeah.
one of the OGs.
How quickly did you leave a job? It was relatively quickly, wasn't it?
I think it was in the first month, yeah. As soon as in fact, I left before I even got my first paycheck. As soon as I landed my first role, I was like, fuck it, I'm gone. And was out.
I think that's what you've got to do, just go full in like Archie did. Like, if you've got an opportunity, you just got to go all in and just take it. And talk to them about college. Like, how long of college did you have left?
I left college with 4 months left, and everybody told me I was an idiot, saying, why would you leave college? You've got 4 months left, you just get your A-levels. And I was like, no. I was like, even if I had them, it's not what I want to do. I don't want the A-levels for anything like I have planned to do. University's not on my bucket list, neither is an apprenticeship or anything. I knew the lifestyle I wanted to live, and I was like, why wait an extra 4 months to do something I don't want to do for a qualification I won't need, when I could take the leap and go fully into the remote world, pretty much.
Would you say that's the biggest risk you've taken, like, yet?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely the biggest risk that I've taken. Like, quitting your part-time job, like, it's not really too much of a worry. Like, there's no like back end to that. But I mean, yeah, leaving school without A-levels, especially after putting in like a year and a half's worth of work into it, it's definitely a big risk. But I mean, it's paying off so far, and I'm hoping to continue putting in the work and going down the path that I want to.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of different communities out there, whether that's sales, appointment setting, whatever you see. What kind of stood out about us compared to all these other people?
Yeah, no, that is a great question. So to be honest, like, I first got hooked into Superior Setters by Tom's content. It was really engaging. Honestly, he portrayed it in such a way that was that nobody else was really doing, to be honest. Like, there's some people doing this, some people doing that, but like Superior Setters really stood out to me in terms of the fact that like there were people actually in motion doing work. There was people, like, you could see other people achieving stuff, and that's what really wanted me to jump in, pretty much, and get to the same sort of level. Like, for me, like, when I see other people working hard and achieving their goals, like, that motivates me more. That gives me the hunger, and that's really what stood out about Superior Setters. I saw everybody in the community achieving, and I was like, wow, I want to be a part of this. That is like what I want to be doing.
I think you resonated it with quite a lot, because what other communities have, like 17, 18, 19-year-olds, like ages like yourself, like you're only 18, and obviously you're in Thailand with us. Like, what other communities are really doing that? Like, did that stand out? Like, just knowing that you can come live with boys who are doing the same thing as you as well, like the network kind of side.
Yeah, absolutely. The network is pretty unreal. I don't think there are many people our age, like 19, 20, that can be saying that they're living and working remotely out in Thailand, making thousands of pounds whilst sitting in a beautiful resort like this. So that's definitely what stood out to me, and that's what made me come. I was like, well, I can't miss up this opportunity to be surrounded with such high achievers. Um, Being around people that are working hard motivates you to basically to push yourself to the next level.
Oh, 100%. So what has been like your biggest win so far?
Well, to be honest, I'd say I've had like quite a few wins since being a part of the community, but for me, the one that's probably stood out the most was in the second month of appointment setting, I actually got invited out to Dubai by my clients, and I spent a week out there around top entrepreneurs, attending mastermind event talks, and then doing a bit of fun stuff as well. I think we took a nice big yacht out for a spin. We're driving supercars around the desert, eating at some very nice restaurants. It was definitely, I'd say that's probably that stood out to me as my biggest achievement so far. Being able to attend such an event and be around such high-level people, that for me was probably, I would say, my proudest moment so far, being an appointment setter.
I mean, that must have been crazy. At 18 years old, you get invited to a crypto mastermind, surrounded by millionaires. Like, how does that even feel? Was it like a bit overwhelming, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely, it was overwhelming, and it was weird being thrown back in as basically the smallest fish in an ocean. That's what it felt like, but it gave me such an eye-opening experience into how much is possible in the remote world. And before getting into setting, like, I didn't really like understand a lot of stuff. I didn't realize that people were actually making like a serious amount of money online, and I definitely didn't know how to get to that point. That was for certain. But attending events like that and being out here in Thailand really like has been massively eye-opening, and even being part of the community as well has been massive for me in terms of like being able to see like what really is the potential out there.
I think another big win was yesterday. In fact, we were just sitting down every single like hour. You'd be getting closed. How much did you cash collect in the end yesterday?
In the last 24 hours, cash collected 70,000 USD.
Crazy. How much is that in like commissions for you then?
I think in terms of just commissions off of that, that's almost 3,000. Yeah.
In a single day.
In a single day. Yeah. So that's a pretty strong day.
Yeah, 3k USD in a day. Like, a lot of people think like it's possible. People at Archie have done it. Like a lot of people think that it's hard, but would you say it was easy to start, or would you say it was quite hard to get into space as well?
Look, there's no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. Like, if you see something and you see people making a serious amount of money online, like, they haven't done it overnight. It's something you need to put the work into. But it's something that, like, if you are willing to put in the work, then there's no reason you shouldn't be able to achieve it. Like, I was just an average kid, chilling, doing my A-levels, working a part-time job, and now I'm sat in Thailand making thousands of pounds. It's kind of like you have to have that sort of mindset and hunger to be ready to put in the work that's needed. But if you are, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to achieve what you're looking for.
Nice one. So what has been your biggest month so far, being in like the community and like appointment setting as a whole?
Yeah, so my biggest month so far was 6,500. That was my biggest month, and it's been averaging around that. That was my biggest, so like give or take about, I'd say averaging about 5,000 a month so far since being in the community.
Nice. And what's your goal for this month? How much are you going to try to push for?
This month I want to hit my first 8,000 a month. Well, like you just said, I did 3,000 yesterday in commission, so potentially looking for an 8k month. But I mean, the end goal within the next few months is to hit my first 10k.
That's easily achievable. You're like surrounding yourself with the right people. You're doing the right things. So I think generally within like a few months, that can happen like relatively quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not.
But yeah, obviously, you know, you're aiming for that 8k month, 10k month. What offers are you currently working on to help you do that? I know you've hit a 6.5k a month already. Like, how did you do it? What offers were you on?
Yeah, absolutely. So the offer that I'm currently working on, I've been on for over 6 months now. It's a crypto investing offer. So I help people, high net worth people, help them get into pretty much crypto investing. And we help run their portfolios, improve their strategy, and manage their overall investments. And alongside with that, I've also taken the next step beyond my setting journey as well, which is like my next sort of goal as well of hitting my obviously monthly earnings that I'd like to be making. I'd be looking to expand basically my role that I'm doing in the online space. So I've been developing into growth operating, help other businesses increase their spend at the moment, increase their revenue, and help them grow their offers as well.
Nice. I mean, you're doing a bit of set management at the moment. How did you like get about doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, Lennon set me up with somebody, and he got me introduced. And originally, I was looking to just work with him as in the role of being an appointment setter. But then I saw the opportunity And then I was like, I saw the potential of working with him, and I was like, okay, I see the vision. So I actually turned around and I pitched him instead. So originally he was hiring me for an appointment setting role, but I said, look, I know I can be a lot more useful to you in this other roles. These are my experience. This is what I've managed to achieve so far. Look, take me on, and this is what I can do for you. And I've turned the offer around completely on him, and now I'm in a position where I'm bringing other community boys onto roles, helping out everybody else, placing other people into positions. And it's been really great to be able to give back to the community. Now I'm growing my own sort of like career in terms of the remote world.
Yeah, like within the community, it's not just me giving like value. It's like someone like Archie who's came in. He's placing all the other boys. But what made you actually want to get into a bit of management?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question again. Sort of why I wanted to get into management. Like, I really enjoy appointment setting. It's definitely like the best thing I've ever done. It's way better than sitting in school doing my A-levels. It's way better than the part-time job I was doing. I really enjoy doing it, and it's great being around the high-level people that you're working with. But to be honest, like, I think everybody should always be looking to try and expand themselves. So I was setting, then I take the next sort of stage up into like a sales manager sort of position, and then like beyond that I'll be looking to scale again to the next sort of role and the next way up. Like, I think life's sort of like just like stepping stones in the remote world. It's kind of like you're looking for the next step to get up and take yourself to the next sort of level, and that's like what I'm looking to do, and basically just expand what I'm currently doing.
100%. I mean, you joined 7 months ago. Did you ever think you'd be in Thailand literally with us, living together in a month in a villa?
No, absolutely not. I remember when you flew out to Thailand. How many months ago was that? When you
6 months ago.
6 months ago, and I was like, wow, that's pretty incredible. I was like, wow, I wish I could be doing that one day. And I did not expect like 6 months later I'd be in a position where one, I'd be able to even afford to do it, stay in the places we're staying, the nice villa we're in, like being able to afford to travel so much and just live the lifestyle out here. So 6 months later, now I'm sat here with you. It seems pretty unreal, yeah.
I mean, what made you take that leap? Obviously, you're only 18. You didn't know anyone. I guess you knew us online, but you didn't know us. You never met any of us, right?
Yeah, no, knew you from the community. Never met anybody in the group online, outside of being online before. But what made me sort of like just take that step was like, if you don't take risks, then you're not going to get anywhere really. That's sort of like, if you're not willing to like jump into the dive into the deep end, then like realistically, like potentially appointment setting's not even the right thing for you, because like if you're not willing to take those sort of risks and put in that work, then like you're not going to achieve and get to the level you want to get to.
No, 100%. And what advice would you give someone who's looking to get into appointment setting, looking to get into the online space and just trying to make some money online?
Yeah, I think the biggest piece of advice I can give you is just start. Like, take the leap, get in there, and just get going with it. Like, at the beginning, nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing. Nobody knows how to start. But the only thing you can do is start. And if you don't start, then like you're not going to get, once again, you won't get what you're looking for. So yeah, that would be my biggest piece of advice. Just start and take the leap.
Nice. And would you recommend Superior Setters to anyone looking to join?
I mean, I would say Superior Setters has completely changed my life. Like, from where I was 7 months ago, working part-time in a pub, sitting my A-levels, to now being here, it's completely changed my life around. And I'm actually pleased with like what I've got lined up for the future. The thought of sitting in university, doing an apprenticeship never really appealed to me, and I was kind of like lost. I didn't really know what to do. But now I'm here. I'm very glad that I took the decision, and to be honest, I'd recommend it to anybody.
Love that, bro. And the last question, what are your goals moving forward? I know you said you want to be hitting 10K per month, but is there anything else that just kind of appeals to you? Anything else you want to get into to help maybe even push further that 10K a month?
Yeah, absolutely. The next sort of like step for me would be like looking to launch my own agency, launch my own business, in terms of like helping. Like, I'm already sort of like getting into the role of like managing other sales teams for companies and offers, and helping them get to the next level. But I'd like to be in a position where I can own my own agency and run the ship pretty much exactly how I like it. But yeah, basically be in a position where I can be making as much money as I want, and it's only capped on the amount of work I can put in, and that's the position I'd like to be in.
Nice one. So like Archie said, guys, appointment setting doesn't have to be the final goal, but I would definitely recommend getting into something like that to start off. You know, you go into appointment setting, make your first 2 to 5K a month, get surrounded within the right network, and you never know, a few months from there you can develop in your sales role, you can get into management, you can get into growth operating, you could even start your own community. But Archie, I appreciate you coming on to this.
Perfect.
I appreciate that a lot. And like I said, guys, if you guys are wanting to get involved, you guys are wanting to do something similar, we're going to be hosting more events anytime soon. So just give me a message on Instagram. I'll also link Archie's Instagram down below. Make sure to give him a follow. And yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate it.